good way to start a conversation is through honesty. An honest story tends to resonate with the mass. Not only that, but it'll probably outlive whatever is built on anything but honesty. This first chapter is titled In Search of the Truth, and it's inspired by the person I'll be having a conversation with. His name is Abdul-Haqq, a visual artist, son, and most importantly, a bearer of truth.
Okay, cool. I don't know really where I am right now because on my way here I was sleeping. I haven't been feeling well. I've been going in so hard every day, and the one day I was like, yo, let me chill. Tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna do things right. I fall sick, but I don't think it's gonna be for long. Well, that's not my plan. I don't wanna end this day feeling like this. So, where are we?
We're in Adringano, East Legon.
And what's your name?
My name is Abdul-Haqq Mahama.
Abdul-Haqq, man. I met you on my second day here, first day of Charlie Water Festival at Brazil House. And you had this fancy camera, and yeah, I was like, okay, cool. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing. And we just kicked it from that time, you know. Had an interesting conversation about a lot, and I think that's the one time we really had a conversation. Ever since then, we've been so busy, both of us, and the only conversations we've had were work related, because you and I are pretty much on the social media team.
Yeah.
Me as the guy who manages it, and you as the photographer. But you're not just a photographer, because your bio on your Instagram says
I'm an observer, daydreamer, and an artist in search of the artist's truth.
I like that, being in search of the artist's truth.
Yeah.
I don't know if it exists, but I like how that sounds. You know, it sounds like you're a man on a mission. Before we even go far, tell me, where are you from and how did you grow up?
I'm from Tamale. That's in the northern region of Ghana, and I grew up in Tamale. Moved to Accra when I was about 11 years old. Spent about 5 years in Accra. Moved back to Tamale.
Why would you move back though? I mean, Accra is the city.
Yeah, Accra is the city, but like when I came to Accra, I was this small town boy who didn't really know anything about the big city life. I didn't know about, in the cities you find people who cheat, people who, tell lies. These things were not things I was used to in Tamale. Yeah, Tamale were sort of in a kind of secluded neighborhood. It was kind of like a utopia for me. And coming to Accra, you had to deal with the trotros, like the everyday hustle of people. Like just brought me to a new reality. And going back to Tamale was sort of like an eye opener, because you realize that these people in Tamale have their own way of living, not like how people in Accra live. And it was different. It was different, bringing your knowledge from Accra to Tamale.
And back to Tamale.
And back to Tamale.
So when did you start picking up the camera?
I picked up the camera in my first year of university. That was maybe in 2011. 2011. Yeah. I studied communication studies, and in that we did photojournalism, and I fell in love with photojournalism. Like, that was just it. Like, to be able to use the camera to change, how would I say it? The chemical composition of the brain.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, people use images all the time to change how you feel or how you think about a certain idea. Advertisers use images, photographers use images. Like, photographers, I would say, are the most important people in development of any society, because most NGOs get their sponsoring from images photographers show, and these NGOs claim to be bringing development in these regions that we live in.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to use my photography to impact a change, like how these NGOs and advertisers, like I just wanted to change something fundamentally wrong about the society I live in with my photography.
So, talking about change, there must be something wrong that you've identified, and there's a right or the truth, as you say, that you know about. What is it?
The truth, I would say, is beauty, first of all, and there are several truths. Let me speak. There are several truths, and every artist has their own truth. My truth is to show beauty in the everyday, show beauty in the mundane. It's not every day you'd sit in a crowded trotro and think of, oh, look how beautiful that scenery looks, or look, you don't just have that time to even look at it.
True.
Or it's not every day you'd see somebody riding a motorbike. Maybe you might say that is a very dangerous situation. Maybe a woman is carrying her 2 children on the motorbike. You'd call that situation a very dangerous situation. But another person would see that situation and say, oh, this is quite beautiful, how she's riding, how, elegant she looks, how the kids look happy, how they look free, all that's like in contrast to speaking from where I'm from, Tamale. Tamale is mostly a Muslim community, and you look at Saudi Arabia, where women don't even get to drive, or they just started driving, and women in Tamale are notorious for riding motorbikes.
Yes.
So you'd see a woman in her hijab, long hijab, and carrying her kids, and you say, wow, this is beautiful. This takes what we know as Islamic, how would I call that? Islamic oppression, and it twists it in a beautiful way. You'd see a woman being able to be herself and be free on a motorbike, and you'd call that beautiful. So I wanted to show that to the world. I want to show these everyday things that we take for granted sometimes, and show them in a beautiful way.
That sounds lovely. Actually, I like that a lot. I've been saying that in a lot of interviews because everybody just says beautiful things. And I know you're a very, very truthful and straight talker. How I know this is because there's been instances where you somehow speak and question authority straight in front of everybody, to a certain extent that it shocks even the guy who receives it. And I love that. And there was this one main instance where you did it, I can't recall, but I just learned about your character. Then I was like, okay, that's the type of person this guy is. Have you always been like that, or is it something you've developed over time?
I would say that's I've always been like that, because even my name, Abdul-Haqq, means servant of the truth. So I have a moral responsibility to be a truth bearer. I have to say the truth, however way I can.
Josie is looking for you. She has to go up and take pictures.
Okay, cool. That was Emanuela. We're working here. We're stealing time from work. That's how hectic things are.
Yeah.
So you were telling me about your name.
So my name, Abdul-Haqq, means servant of the truth.
Yeah.
And that's one of the 99 names of Allah. And since I can remember, like I've tried to follow that name to, like, I've tried to be as truthful as possible in anything I do, so that I could live up to the name.
I like that. So you at Chalewote.
Yeah.
You could have been shooting a lot of things, a lot of subjects, a lot of other festivals, but you choose a specific one. Why?
For the past few months, there has been some bad publicity about Chalewote, about photographers not wanting to go to Chalewote because they have to pay for Chalewote. And being here in Chalewote, I could see certain things, why they have to do certain things, why you have to pay to photograph an event like this, because sometimes you might photograph and go and sell the image, but you know, the artist whose image you photographed or whose art you have photographed has to get some kind of compensation for it. And Chalewote is responsible for for managing all the images concerned with this festival. So if they are not able to track any commercial use of these photographs, it's how would I say it doesn't help the artist.
Yeah.
So like I'm here because I wanted to learn more about the festival. I wanted to put myself in a different situation. I've photographed Chalewote before, but I wanted to be sort of inside this time, inside to see how everything works, to see, you know, the general outlook of everything.
And how has it been?
Oh, it has been great so far. Meeting great people like you, like, you know, it's just been good to connect with people. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We need to end this real quick. I'd like to make it longer. What's your dream, man? You're searching for the truth.
Yeah.
The truth you must have a good idea, I assume. What is it? What does it look like, and how will it be when it happens?
The truth to me is a modern utopia where everybody is happy with everybody. There's no hate or love. There's inspiration, there's admiration, there's just light, joy in that truth. And you know, that's what I'm looking for.
So this show is called The Mayor's Office because I feel like everybody I interview here is somewhat of a mayor, be it appointed by other people, a small community or big community, or themselves. And they've taken a responsibility of some sort. If you were mayor of anything or any place, what would it be?
If I'm a mayor of anything, okay. That's a tough one. Okay. So anything or any place. I'd say Tamale or the northern region, because within this whole Chalewote experience, I realized that the northern region is also such a vibrant area, vibrant community, and I would like to promote it more within the Chalewote space. And yeah, within to the outside world. I would like to just showcase what the northern region has, and all that.
I love that. We had a conversation when I got you, and I told you about a book by Credo Mutwa, Indaba My Children. I passed it to you yesterday to go through it real quick. It's a thick book.
Yeah.
And the reason why I brought it actually is because this conversation was supposed to be yesterday. And I brought it as a gift to you because In Search of Your Truth, I think that book is going to be very valuable to you. Yeah. You will determine how or when, but that's my gift to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I like that. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All good. Let me not keep you any longer because I'm going to get in trouble with Josie. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Sue, for having me.
It's all good, buddy. I'll let you know when this drops.
All right.
Cool. We got to take a Polaroid after this.
Straight.
Well, after you're done with work. And that's the end of that chapter. And the beginning of a new one. The story continues. So wherever you're watching or listening this from, please press subscribe and share with your people. This podcast is produced with other amazing storytellers, starting off with the visual direction by Studio Deity Native. The visual podcasts are interpreted to South African Sign Language by Thuli Zikalala from Yellow Owl, who happens to be one of 11 SASL accredited interpreters. That's a huge flex, by the way. The music and scoring is produced by xSipping of Father Ape Studios. The homie did an amazing job. The social media and project rollout strategy is by Eric Ipalibu Thomas. Thanks for listening and enjoy your day.